So Kraft Heinz has been a big market problem story for a long time. Write-downs, losses, double-digit declines, lots of disappointments about the brand before this crisis. Have sales turned a corner now that Americans are rushing to groceries?
Well, I think the most important thing right now is about feeding America. And I think that a lot has been said, and correctly, about the healthcare sector and how important it is for America, but not enough has been said about the food sector. These are the two absolutely vital sectors in the country right now. We need to have our factories. We need to have our distribution centers. We need to have our people in grocery, with always putting the products on the shelves. And that is where our mind is really to work very hard to feed America.
So give me a sense of what's open. Are your factories open? How do you make sure that your workers can come in safely and get that food out?
Okay, so we increased and improved our procedures in our factories from a hygiene standpoint and also from a distance standpoint. So being sure that we keep our employees safe. We are seeing, of course, an increase in demand. We are working, in some of the factories in 3 shifts, day and night. And I have to say that our teams in our factories, in our distribution systems, are incredibly proud and understanding the duty that they have ahead of them. I was yesterday in Davenport, Iowa, visiting one of our factories, an Oscar Mayer factory, and the team over there told me the morale has never been so high. And I think that this is crucial at this moment, understanding the sense of duty that we all have with society. We are here to feed America.
California's new shelter-in-place order, does that make it difficult to source fresh ingredients? It's a $50 billion agriculture industry in that state alone.
Yes, look, Sara, each one of the states has its particularities. What we are doing is I'm calling governors personally and ask them to understand the difficulties that we are living in each one of the states and make them understand the need to keep the food sector open and running fast. We have been very agile. We are beating productivity levels every day. And I think that politicians, governors, mayors, even the president can help a lot in this moment.
So let's talk about your company for a moment. There are reports that you had to draw down a $4 billion credit line. Give us a sense of your balance sheet health right now and whether you're facing liquidity problems or if you're getting enough top line growth as people go to the grocery stores right now to make up for it.
Look, our demand is strong and our cash flow and balance sheet is very strong as well. We did that for precaution. I think at these moments, precaution is very important. And that was the reason why we did that.
What do you see happening to the economy here?
Well, I think that it's very hard to predict where this is all going to go. And I think that it will depend on how long does it last. We are a global company, and we have business in other areas that have been facing this problem for a longer time, like China or Europe. I am very pleased that in China, our business is back to normal. Our people are working normally. All our factories are open. And the logistic problems that we faced at the beginning now are being all solved. Our teams are optimistic in China. There's a sense of pride and optimism that the worst is behind them. And hopefully this happens soon in Europe and US as well. I think that if the timing is really what will matter here.
Yeah. Well, we're waiting for an update from the president any moment now, but the trend has been, Miguel, that states and municipalities are just closing down. How can you guarantee that there won't be food shortages in this country?
again, we need to talk and be in contact with governors, with mayors, for them to be sensitive to the difficulties that we can eventually face. I'll give you an example. If we have curfews, if gas stations stop or close at night, we'll have difficulties to work in 3 shifts. So we'll have difficulties to move products around. So it's very important that politicians around the country understand the limitations that can eventually happen. We need them in our side and to be sure that we don't have problems in supply. I'm very optimistic. So far, so good. Communication has happened. We've been agile, not only Kraft Heinz, but the entire food sector and grocery as well. And we are absolutely committed to avoid empty shelves and to feed America.